Hey guys, welcome to my customs efficient loot route. Not only will I show you the best loot spots, but I'll do it in a live raid where you can get realistic ideas of what to expect as well as strategy tips. Nobody else really does this style of guide. It will take longer because there's a real threat to worry about, but hopefully you find it enjoyable. If you get lucky and avoid conflict on this route, you can average between 600 and 800,000 rubles in under 10 minutes. Before we get going, I'll show you my budget loadout and what I recommend bringing in. So this is what I'll be bringing in, and in my opinion, this is the best budget setup in the game. This is the new KS-23 shotgun. Very cheap ammo, very cheap. I'm using the Shrap 10. It packs a punch, okay? You don't gotta spend a lot. It hits very hard. You can leg people in one hit up close. Even if they have the best armor in the game, this shotgun can deal with them. Headphones, super important. This is a game changer. These are the cheap ones. You can get them from Ragman. Always bring in headphones. Don't skip them. I like the mask because it makes your head darker and you look a little more geared and intimidating. This is your armored rig 6B3 TM. It's not too expensive and it'll save your life many times. It's class 4 armor. Very good. Nades are optional. A lot of new players you'll see won't be using them just because they're somewhat expensive at around 12k each. But really that 12k is very cheap for how good nades are. Even if you don't end up killing people with them, they're just very good tools for controlling players, making players move. For example, if someone's holding an angle on you and you can't really peek, you can nade them out of the angle, and then while they run away, you can peek and shoot them in the back. So as soon as you can afford nades, you should definitely bring them in and start learning how to use them. Lastly, if you're a newer player and unfamiliar with items and don't know what's worth looting and what's worth leaving, you can pull up this website on a second monitor, which has updated flea market prices. So basically, if you find an item in game and you're unsure about it, you can quickly tab over, search it up, and you'll see its value. This will help prevent you from picking up junk items, it'll save you bag space, and it'll make you more profitable. Hey guys, welcome to my Skyrim efficient looting guide. So looking at a map, which I'll have linked in the description, we're about to spawn here, which is close to the dorms. Now, the dorms has a marked room with sometimes great loot, but it's also a PvP hotspot where all the geared guys rush to as soon as the raid starts. So since this is a loot video, we're going to skip the dorms. Our route is going to take place in a fairly specific area, mostly the customs expansion zone, which has a high volume of concentrated loot and is perfect for quick money making. As PMCs, our goal is just to get in and get out before the rats and scav players wander through. So this means we're not going to loot the whole map. Since we spawn on the east side of customs, there's two spawn areas, west and east. We'll head to the factory shortcut here and then enter warehouse 4, which has a power switch you can flip on that enables an extract in this building here. This is one of the hot spots. This is the building with the 3 MGs mounted on the second floor. So flipping that power on makes extracting much easier and safer. Keep in mind though, you do need the factory key to use not only the shortcut, but the extract that we're going to power on in warehouse 4. Factory key is great to have, so if you haven't bought it, definitely do that. Anytime you spawn anywhere on this east side, just head over to warehouse 4 and turn that power on. If you spawn on the west side across the river and the power never gets turned on, then you're just going to extract normally either through old gas if that's available with the green smoke, or ZB1012 if the light's on, and if not either of those, then just go to the regular ZB1011, which is always available. So heading towards the middle of the map, this is kind of a weird spawn for the route we'll be going. But it's no problem. Here we have the middle train track next to the gas station. We're going to run along it, hug the right side for cover. There can be raiders at the gas station, so we'll have to be careful of that. There's also a sniper that goes up, spawns here. Hop on down and hope you don't get targeted by raiders. Maybe sit low so they can't see you. The thing about doing this on a live raid is you can get distracted and get killed. So I'm going to try to pay attention while doing my best to explain everything to you guys. This is the factory shortcut. You need a factory key for it. It's going to be this guy. And we get some nice contacts actually. So we'll drop our headphones. We'll get them back in insurance and we'll take that. I also would recommend a customs office key, which is going to be in the trailer park in the giant red warehouse. There's an office up top, which can spawn like a graphics card every once in a while, and there's also a safe. So next to the factory shortcut, which is in the middle of the map near a gas station, you have this warehouse here, and this turns on the power to the extract that's at the warehouses with like MG turrets, which I'll show you in a second. So we've turned this power on here, which is right next to the entrance through this door. Then we're gonna head through this way and go through the warehouse. So I'll show you what that power does in a minute here. My playstyle is I'll just sprint and stop every once in a while and listen. And then we'll keep moving. I don't really like to play slow when I'm making money like this. He's on the ground. We're gonna throw a nade. Oh, I see him up top actually. Okay, we're hurt bad. Try to deal with this guy. I'm gonna close the gap. May have killed him. Yes, we did. Alright, sick. Focus on healing right away because we have a bleed. It's a heavy bleed, I think. Shit, so we don't have meds for heavy bleeds, actually. It's my mistake, I forgot them. So we'll hopefully have these on him. It's not looking good, boys. It's level 51 and little shitty shotgun killed him, so don't underestimate the shotguns. Here we go. This will take care of our heavy bleed. Seiloa. I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but perfect. Didn't expect him to be in here. He was especially underground, I think is where he was. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know what he's doing, but maybe he was going to the power and heard me, or he's looting. Who knows? Glad he kind of whiffed there, though, and we were able to kill him. Definitely got messed up, though, and this armor saved our life. This is cheap rig. Totally worth the money. Can't repair the thorax, can we? So that's gonna be rough. Take a golden star here, or any kind of painkiller you have, so that you stop making so much noise. Now we really have some good loot, so I'm gonna have to do my best to play smart and not get too distracted trying to explain things to you guys. And hopefully his killer armor will help save us if we get shot in the chest, or thorax, I mean. Same thing, I guess. This new shotgun is incredibly good. So we're gonna ditch our rig here because it's zeroed, and we'll get it back in insurance. Even if someone found it, they'll likely not take it because it's just not worth money. These attachments are often not worth much. So I don't generally take them unless they're like a meta attachment that a lot of people want. Then they'll be some pretty good money. He's using an AK-74. I don't actually use these because most of the ammo for them is not good, but he's got the best ammo in the game for them. Goldnicker 7N39. So we're definitely gonna use this. This is very good. Only time I'll use these is if it's BS ammo or the 7N39. BT, BP, it's pretty terrible against armor from my experience. I would recommend AKMs if you want to use an AK with BP rounds. BP rounds are somewhat expensive, but they're very good. They'll be competing with pretty much any armor. You won't have issues taking people down. So there are fights now at gas station. Old gas station. Which is not the gas station I came from. This is a different gas station. We're gonna go check it out. He's got half a mag, which is pretty good. So when looting, I would have came this way anyways, but we're gonna head towards the shots, which are where we need to go. Sometimes you'll spawn here, and you can run in there, turn on the power, and then head this way. Cross the train. And here's old gas, which I think we heard shots over here. There's green smoke, that means you can extract. There's a body here. They're inside probably. Someone's behind us. Push up on this. Yeah, they're inside. They closed the door. He opened the door. He's probably gonna jiggle peek out, see if it's clear. We're not gonna expose ourselves. Let him fully walk out. Then we peek. You might have heard that. There's two, it sounds like. I can't fucking stand up. There you go. Oh, these guys are budgety. Check our flank for a sec. I don't want to get too close because if they have a shoddy, you know. Get info, sprint by it. Okay, he's got a pistol. He's dead. That's called a sprint peek. It's pretty safe because it's very hard to hit you. Sometimes it's risky though. If he had been right at the door, he could have sprinted out while I'm like midair. But it seemed like a decent idea, so it worked. He only had a pistol, so I wasn't worried. Alright. So in here, you have loot on the table. Check. You have stock there, but that's not really worth much. I think a gun sometimes spawns on the couch, and that's it for this room. Go ahead and reload. So quite an interesting raid so far. Wasn't expecting this. I'm emptying this mag because I can use this ammo for these other mags. If they, like if I shoot say half this mag, then I can top it off with this extra ammo. We're gonna not loot that body because it's in a terrible spot, and it's early into the raid. He's not gonna have anything very good. So jump over this fence here. And at the rubble here, we have a med bag. Did I just see a head? No, I don't think so. And check this. And next to the med bag at the tree here, you have some items that spawn. Like there's an attachment here. Nothing good. So it's getting a little later into the raid. There could be players anywhere. We're gonna go through the fence and cross under the train. And here we are at what I call castle, but it's just the main warehouse with mounted turrets. There's a guy to my right. He's dead. We're gonna be careful of his teammate if he has one. So like I was saying, we can now top up this mag. Go ahead and look for the teammate first. So he was crossing the train track. What is this, a scav? It looks like it's a scav, yeah. Scav player. So he's not gonna have a buddy. Take a flashbang, why not? So raiders can spawn in this warehouse. Unlikely scenario though right now, because they would have killed that scav, or this guy would have killed them. It's like a 30% chance, I believe, maybe even less. It's not very common. This warehouse has some of the best loot in custom, so we'll go ahead and check it. We have a supply crate out back. Supply crates are always great to search in customs. There's quite a few of them, and they always have some good stuff. So here we have screw nuts, which are worth about 10k. Propane's pretty good find. And let's move. At this warehouse, I like to loot and clear the top floor first, because I think height gives you an advantage. So we'll do that over here on this left side. This is how I always enter pretty much for the most part. Actually, first I'll show you something extra here. So in the basement of this main warehouse in the middle of the map, you have your extract, and this is what we turn the power on for. So with the factory key, you can unlock this, and you can extract here. We're not going to do that though. We'll go back up. Okay, let's get up to the top floor quickly. And ADS and look for somebody up here. Got players. They came up where I came from. Audio can be weird vertically. Like when you're up high, you might not hear them. So don't always trust your audio when there's like levels involved. Like since I'm up here, I might not be hearing them walking. I think they might have heard me though and are camping on the wall. There's 2 ways up here, actually 3. There's these steps down here, steps on the behind that wall, and there's the way I came up right here. So these guys being very sneaky. I don't know if he ran off. I assume he's just sneaking though. We'll be a little aggro and try to get an angle. The reason I'm walking back and forth is I don't want him to stay still and be an easy headshot. Okay, I don't see him. We're gonna play like he's sneaking around somewhere. We'll just expect him in a corner at some point. And for now, I'll show you guys where the loot is. So, you have like multiple supply crates up here. You're gonna have this one here. And I'll show you where they all are, as well as loot them. Okay. You can look out past the MG, see if you see anybody running, and you can hop on an MG if you want. Can be pretty fun. I've used them before to kill people, and it's definitely satisfying, but often I just won't even see anybody running. It's not too common. Okay, so we have that supply crate. So there's 2 on this side, and we'll come through here, and there's 2 more on this side, I believe. Check the steps, make sure this guy's not sneaking up. Okay, we have ammo here. It's BT rounds. You're looking for BT, BS, BP. We have our next supply crate. Definitely on edge because of that player that I heard. We had a Cyclone here, which is worth good money. Bolts are worth great money as well. So these crates, as you can see, are very profitable. And that was the last supply crate. We have attachments here. Sometimes they're good. Doesn't look like anything crazy though. Alright, so the top floor has been looted. We're gonna go down to the bottom now. Take these stairs because I'm nervous about somebody. Check the basement, make sure he's not sneaking around down there. Flashlights are great for blinding players. We can toggle that. We won't keep it on though. I don't want to give away my position easily. You have a weapon crate here that's been hit. You have attachments there. There's 2 rooms on the bottom floor to check. So check this spot and then you're going to loot the 2 rooms and leave. Go ahead and flash this room. Clear. On the bed here, you have rares like chains. You have meds that spawn here. We have a weapon crate. Suppressor. And nice. There's our rig. But we're probably not going to take this. Actually, we will. There's no reason not to. Rigs are great in your backpack because often to give you more space for more loot. This one it won't. It just breaks even. There's a doesn't add space, but you don't lose space either. So we're just pretty much just get the rig for free. You can find chocolate MREs here. Might have heard somebody. Couch here. You have a bag. Ammo and hot rods can trade for BS ammo with proper. This ammo is not good PRS. Only take BT or BP or BS if you find the 120 rounders. And then the last room I'll show you is right here. You don't want to stay here too long. Obviously, we've been here for a while, but faster the better because scout players are going to be showing up, if not PMCs. Okay, this room's been hit, but I'll show you where the loot is. So you have a weapon box. I think you can find something on that chair. You have a med box. You can find morphine there on the bed. You have this, more weapon boxes. You have supply crate. You can find coils or whatever they're called, and electronics here. 2 coat pockets. These are great for keys, but most of the time they're not good. Every once in a while you'll get a rare. Okay, and we've looted this whole building, so let's move to the next one. Next best building is this this one right here. With the glass windows. It's a ways away. You can see it though out there. I'm gonna head right. A lot of players hug left along that wall, which is, I mean, you can go that way if you like. I like to go right. It's a little less travel here. And this is the mechanic shop, which will stop really quick before we go over there. It's actually been hit because the door's open, but I'll show you where the lead is. We're gonna walk up to it just in case someone's in there. Make sure no one's up top or underneath hiding. Be still for a second, just listen. Alright, it's clear. So on top of here we have fuel, which is worth a ton. That's great. Check the table. Check the table. Go ahead and run up here. And we have another fuel. It's perfect. I wouldn't loot this. Not worth it. Toolboxes are hardly ever worth it. We're getting heavy, which is rough. It's going to slow us down. Our painkiller has just worn off. So we'll take another golden star. Pray to God no one runs in here. Next, let's move to the... I call it med building because it has a med room in it. But it also has a little library with a intelligence spawn, which is one of the best spawns on this map. And it's almost guaranteed intelligence. I almost find it every single time it's unlooted. So, it's a great spot to check. It's going to be looted though, but I'll show you guys anyways. Door's open, as you can see. If the door's closed, it means it might be unlooted because it spawns closed. If it's open, you know people have been there. So we're gonna quickly run over. We have a supply crate out in the open. Not the best to loot, but we'll check it. Because I'm a madman, absolutely crazy. Helix. When I said coil, I meant helix earlier. Oh, we literally have too much loot at this point. Oh, player on the stairs. Or in the bus. I heard metal. Fuck. I should be getting the hell out of Dodge, but we're making a new video, so... I don't know where you went. I just heard metal and that's it. We're gonna go ahead and drop the bag so that we can fight this guy if needed. It's great that they add that hotkey to throw your bag for situations like this. We'll come back to it later. So in case he knew I was there, we're gonna kind of wrap for a new angle. There he is. He saw me. Make sure he's dead. Don't know if he is. Scavs are being annoying. Alright, we're gonna go for a new angle. If I had nades, he'd 100% be dead. And we would know that for sure, but I don't. In case he has a teammate, we're not gonna go straight to his body. Because we're not psychos. Clear. Looks like we got a body. Go ahead and pop it twice. Zombie rule. Alright, I'll show you guys where the loot is in here. Alright, here's your med bay, or your med building. This is why I call it med building, because you got the med room here. All these tables can spawn morphines, any kind of med like that, syringes, bottles of like ibuprofen or whatever. Check the shelves for more of that, and the middle shelf, and that's it. So you have all these shelves, corner shelf, middle shelf, that's it. And here's your little library or office. Middle shelves, spawn intelligence. Back shelves, spawn intelligence. On the floor, intelligence. Don't check any of this, waste of time. So that's the top floor, pretty straightforward. Down here, got a body here that I've been told spawns like chains next to it. You got a coat in here. It's already been hit. You got a room in here with a body and attachments next to it. Right there. You can search the body if you'd like, and you have a coat here. Make sure no one's camping in there. To the right, you have a med box. Looks like we lost our mag, I think, reloading. You have med items here. And in the front entrance here, you have this back room with a coat, ammo, and a bag. And that's it for this entire building. It's not too hard. So we'll go out to the body now. And we do have a backpack we gotta retrieve as well. He's gonna have a lot of stuff on him. Or not. It's a scav. Okay. It's a scav. He did get the loot for this building though. I thought it would be a PMC, but no, it's just a scav. Because we're getting late into the raid, so it makes sense. A lot of this is pretty good loot. We're not gonna be able to take it though. Well, it's not good loot, but it's not terrible either. If I had space, I would have taken it. We'll just take the most valuable stuff. And we'll try to find space. And we got a player in front of us. Actually, it's probably the scavs we heard. Let's go to the backpack. I'm gonna prone so that hopefully I don't get spotted here. We'll drop the contacts. They're not worth too much. Let's see. Can this fit here? No. It'll fit there though, right? Yep, there you go. Creativity. There we go. And now we are fat as hell. Let's try to get out of here. We've hit everything. What the fuck? That looked to be a scav, which I've never seen right there. Not trying to get head eyes by a scav right now, ideally. Divide your own cheeks, kid. Here, I'll help you. I don't see him. It's really annoying that we have to fight scavs, but okay. We're getting really low on ammo, but we do have our shotgun. Which I'm actually going to take out for these guys. Okay, we have extract here. Perfect. Super lucky. It's like that's what I need right now. Think he's dead. I'm not gonna worry about it. When you see this light on, that means you have extract. Across the river, you have this giant red warehouse. Pretty hard to miss if you're over there. At the top floor, you need an office key. But there is a top floor with some decent loot. It has 3 computers. It has a safe. So if you're around there and you want to loot it, you can check it. I found graphics cards pretty often, but because of my current situation, we're gonna skip that. And there is our successful run. I hope I covered everything. I covered pretty much everything. I might have missed some small things, but hopefully you learned some stuff from that. Got 3 PMC kills and a few player scav kills. I think 2 maybe. And that is that. Sweet. That was a great raid. Couldn't have gone better than that. So before I sell all of this stuff, I have 3,550,000. So when all this stuff is sold to either therapist or the flea market, we'll see how much we end with. We'll subtract from our initial starting point. So things like the cyclone, I can sell to therapist. Same with the milk, dog tags, and any kind of meds like syringes. The syringe meds like morphine, this, I usually sell to therapist. Not the pill bottles. None of the screws or anything, because you get way more on the flea market. There's 130K though there. So that sells for 160,000, and this stuff would be worth a lot more had it been found in raid, but that's fine. Still pretty solid money. I'd definitely recommend keeping good ammo that you find from players, because it's not worth selling to traders. They won't give you nearly as much as... Alright, so I've listed everything on the flea market, and I do have this guy's gun here. Guns, like ammo, the attachments aren't going to sell for too much to traders, so if you like the gun, it's good to keep it. Or if there's some nice attachments that you can reuse on future guns, I would keep the attachments. You're going to get more money that way in the long run, I think. But for the video, we'll just go ahead and sell his AK for just 67,000, which is pretty cheap. But at the same time, it's not that good of an AK either. So with all that sold, we can check the flea market. Nothing else is selling, so everything is sold. So everything we brought in has sold to either traders or flea market, and we're sitting at 4,373,000 rubles, which is about an 800K profit, a little bit more than that. So with that said, the guide has pretty much come to an end. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed the fact that it was a live raid and we got some PvP action. I love doing the live raid guides just because it's fun for both of us. Kind of spices things up, and it shows you kind of a realistic approach how you're going to loot the area. We made some pretty good money, and hopefully you guys do as well in the future. Wish you the best of luck on your next raids. Go out there and kill some custom. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Forces a player to move. And okay.